cooking? What's happening, hot stuff? Alright, let's get this done. Wow, I cannot type today. Don't know. It's on. Okie dokie. Okay, what's happening, hot stuff? Let's get this grooving. I think that it's a good idea to perhaps try to start with the same base. We might need to add a little medium there and get it wet and flowing like. That's what she said. Well, we got most of our Halloween decorations up today. That was good. Oh, not today. Yesterday. This weekend, that's what I meant to say. We got some up today. We had stuff that I had in storage and stuff that I had to go get and pick up. I will say it was really cool. My neighbors, because one of the things that we do, just it's not really considered decoration so much as like it's not like a Halloween decoration so much as it's just like kind of a stupid thing that my wife and I do now. My painting of the view of tulips has been sitting, hung up in my living room for a while now. I have its mate, which is called the Harvest, which is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's going to be it's a painting of, like pumpkins, apples, potatoes. I think what else is in there. I think there's a squash in there. And it's very fall still life. I had done way back in 2001. And so we decided, okay, well, since I do have at least 3 seasons done, I'm still working on what I'm going to do for my summertime one for the canvas I have right over here. That way. It's over there somewhere. Can't really see it, but anyway. I'm still trying to plot that one. I've just not found a summer picture that I like. Like, I want it... I don't know. I want it to ring summer, but I don't want it to be like just beach, I don't know. Or if it's going to be just beach, I want it to be something that has like a pow to it. I don't know. I can't seem to find one that I like. But anyway, so we switched out the Harvest, put that in the living room, and when I was switching it out, my neighbors asked to see the view of tulips, which had been hanging there, because that's what I was bringing past them. And they were like, "Oh, let me see." So I showed it to them, and my neighbor gave me a lead, hopefully on another place to show. So let's keep fingers crossed. A little disappointed. I heard of I had gotten an Instagram from a thing called It's called 1340 Gallery. And it seemed promising at first, but I've seen a lot of people question its validity. Now they claim to have an online free version, and then you got to pay to enter this potential juried show or a juried contest and to get into their magazine, which doesn't seem to really be printed anywhere noticeably. Or that's a big skin. That's a bunch of skin. And so I'm pretty much not going to do that. I might tell them, like, go ahead if you want to put it on your Instagram and retweet me or whatever the hell it is on Instagram, tag me, whatever. And go ahead, but if you're going to, as far as entering into the contest, I'm not spending the money to do it. Just don't have it in my budget, man. $30 is another tube of Cobalt, This is always the worst night for streaming, isn't it? I never get anybody on Sunday nights. Is it just the timing? Is it me? I wonder. I figure Sunday nights tonight I'm actually feeling pretty okay. I don't really feel much beyond that ever normally, so that's like a thing, Anyway, I'm thinking if I start there, we don't add any highlights in on this. Because it's kind of the undertone of all that bricking, or the stone face. We don't see it per se as clear anymore. Like when I went back and so much of it. Pardon-moi. Again, the brain will kind of recognize some of this stuff, and it gives it a little bit of unification. What do you guys think of this? Is it too much? I don't know, I dig it. The music-wise, I should say. I don't give a shit what you think about Tiny. I'll technically do it a little bit. After all, I did want this to be like a open conversation on art. And again, I guess this is really more towards the YouTube crowd. Not that I have many there either, but hey, got a few. I picked up an extra follower the other day, right? Let me see if I can find out who that was again. 'Cause I like to thank them, especially when they come in when I'm not actually doing anything. That's kind of amazing to me. When someone just sees me, he's like, alright, I'll quick follow them. That's where my shit goes to the fact. And it's going to show me a follower, a viewer, but it's just me. Cryostall. I hope I'm saying that right. Cryostall. So, click to follow. I appreciate that. Oh, did I get another one? No. That's just the same one. Okay. Okay, go away. It's red. It's red. Why are you still here? I don't know. Notification's still there about the, Ooh, no. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, no way is that fucking much. Alright. And then if we take these and we kind of... Hypothetically, it should work. A nice dinner with the in-laws today. That was nice. Actually, I haven't had that in a while. We had a cookout here. It's good stuff. My son really appreciated it. He showed that by not getting dressed today at all. That was nice. Stayed downstairs all day playing Destiny. You may still hear the echoes of Destiny as it's like hammering in the studio next to me. I don't leave it up anymore. I'm gonna get rid of that because that's gonna cause a lot of little drag on the CPU. I don't want anybody coming here seeing stuttering. I picked up my Rocket League for the first time on the PC in a while. I picked up for the first time on PS4 the other day too, but I decided to play Snow Day today just to see how I would do in it. I haven't played Snow Day since I first bought Rocket League. That was like the first time I started playing with Snow Day. I was like, ooh, I like this. And then since it wasn't competitive, I realized, okay, well, I can't play it. Now they made it competitive, and they didn't make it casual anymore. It sucks because there's no time to practice. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm just jumping in, you know. Started off really strong. Beat the snot out of some people. Even in the one game I lost, which was I think my third game. Or I should say, not one of the games I lost. The third game I lost. Though I even like at the very end of the game, I did like literally last second, super sick goal, and I was like, wow, I still got it when it comes to Snow Day a little bit. And then like the next few games always sucked majorly. So just remember, when you think you got it, you don't. Oh, another thing I was gonna say. Since I had to go to my folks' storage facility where we've kept our gargoyle, which is like my pride and joy of my Halloween display. This big ass gargoyle like tombstone thing. It's gorgeous. When I was there, I met a nice couple. They were looks like they had just bought their storage facility. They were a little nervous about it. So they started asking me about how long we've had it and all that stuff, and you know, I did my best that I could remember it. Because the thing was, my parents had one storage facility, and my aunt died, and so they went to a smaller one. Once we cleared out a lot of her stuff, and so, and we're talking, and I mentioned, you know, at one point I said, well, most of my stuff that's in here are my paintings. I said, I'm an artist, and she goes, oh, and she gave me another good lead. So my neighbor gave me a lead today. My random stranger I met at the storage facility gave me a nice lead too. So here's hoping. I'd like to get something soon. Something that doesn't cost me money to display in. You know? Because that shit's getting tiresome. There's no reason to... Look, galleries and shit are going to charge usually at least the smallest I've ever seen. The smallest I've ever seen has been about 35% commission. That's the smallest I've ever seen. Maybe there's something smaller, but at least here in the Philly area, normally it's about 40 to 50 in that range. That sucks. It's like, dude, we're poor. We're poor fucking artists. I mean, literally, it's like, you know. Anyway. Let me try a little bit of teal. It might mix in there nicely in certain areas. The turquoise blue, whatever. Anyway, so I was a little disappointed. Like I said, I've been disappointed for a while. I can't seem to find anything. It's a little bothersome. But then, like I said, these people are like, here, try these places. You know, the ones that are relatively new. I looked at it, there's like a yoga studio, but they're also displaying art. So, hey, why not? You know? And then, now remember the way these things go here. They're going to be like the top of the pyramid, or top of the peak. But you know, hey, like I said, it's every lead's worth something at this point. I'm trying desperately just to get something out there. So they're just piling up, man. The paintings are just, I mean, thankfully this year a majority, well, not a majority, but some of them have been commissions. I had the portrait of Trixie. We had the portrait of Wilma, my buddy's barn. You know, so there was stuff I've been able to, and like my buddy Mike finally got the portrait of or the thing I'd done after Delacroix, the study did after Delacroix's St. Michael defeating the devil. So he finally got that one, which I've been meaning to give to him for a while now. So I was able to move a few of them. You know, and of course my family friend Bev, she bought one earlier in the year. So like I said, there's been a few paintings moving, but I need to get some out of this fucking place, man. And I realized I can't really keep them in the storage facility at my parents' place either, because I realized that it's not fully temperature controlled. So there's a little damage occurred to one of the paintings. Thankfully, it's not one of my like really good paintings. But I realized that that's a problem now. And so that's all skin. So I mailed the one today. I'll go hammering on the other one a little bit. See if they can, Oh, I forgot the link. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Growing a little concerned. Last night, even though I had my like sound effects on or whatever for the thunderstorms I've been sleeping with, it just wasn't doing it for me. I don't know if I turned it down too much or what. It just started to sound like water running. And I was like, that is not what I need. I need it to. Because that's not going to relax me at all. Yeah, like, my house has a habit of letting water in. I shouldn't even say my house. Like, my life has had a habit of water ruining shit of mine. So it's like I become a little trepidatious, I guess is a good term. Like, I definitely become a little uneasy. Alright, that's pretty good. I like that. I can almost be stronger a little bit. Not too much though. Alright, maybe not too that strong. Take some back onto it. Let's see here. You know what's really frustrating? Alright, I'm going to say this. I find a lot of frustration actually right now in Instagram. Like, I've had and maybe someone else who's more familiar with it can explain it to me, because I don't know what's going on. Like, I get a lot of, like, times where, like, I can't crack 130. Let's put it that way. Like, I get new followers. They get me up to 130. And then, like, the next day I wake up and I'm back down to like 128 or whatever, and then by the end of the day I'm back down to like 127, 126. And I can't tell if it's like legitimately like people are just falling off, or if perhaps like maybe they're all like fake accounts or something. Like, I don't get really an explanation of it. I don't know what's happening. I mean, I think it's that. That seems to be the most, like... Because there's a few, like, that are just clearly shady. Like, that I've seen come in. It's like, sexy gamer girls, you know, whatever. Like, and it's like GURLZ. And it's like, you're not a legitimate name. Like, I'd be willing to bet you are going to be gone by the next morning. And sure enough, they are. But it's just frustrating. I get like all these new likes, and then like the next day they're gone. And I try to stay consistent about when I post. I think the only thing I didn't post, like, I don't think I did last week either, actually. Like, I didn't post yesterday. You know? But usually once a day, someone's going to get something from me. So I always hear that's the key, is steady as she goes, you know? And my wife and I have been talking. I said I'm not coming in for Supergirl on Sunday nights anymore because when that starts up, because, well, I got to do this. As is, I got The Walking Dead that's going to interfere with it a little bit, I think. I'm debating. I'll be honest, I am debating whether or not I'm going to just take on demand for Walking Dead now. It's just they were a pain in the ass about it, as I recall. I ran into like issues where I couldn't get to it through FiOS or whatever. And I don't have DVR, so... I won't pay the extra for that. DVR feels like something at this point should be just included, right? Is this me? I don't know. As much money as I pay those fuckers already, it should be included. And it's now at a point where all they have to do is click a fucking switch. They don't even need to do anything, you know? Like... What else was I thinking? So this is why I need people here, man. This would be so much better show. It always is a better show when somebody says hi and starts talking. I miss my Canadians and... Latin American viewers, all those guys, man, I miss y'all. Where you guys at? So this goes back to that thing I said about, you know, I almost wish I would get some fucking shit canned, and as long as I could let me collect unemployment for a little while, and I could try streaming full time for a little while. See how it works. See if people will like getting me 8-9 hours a day. I doubt that. It'll drive my wife nuts, I'm sure. Well, my fill season's done. They won today, but they end the season with another losing record. Which that sucks. Eagles lost today, but I don't care about them. Flyers won last night. That's good. I don't follow basketball, so I can't even tell you when their season starts. Sometime soon, right? I mean, it's like after the Flyers, but like a little bit, only a little bit afterwards, right? Do is we need to get like a little bit of take little bits of that and make it like almost like that's its highlights, man. You know, like that's right here. So these little boop boops. Yeah, maybe we'll take one or two, like the lighter yellow that we used the other day. Most of it I think is going to be in these primarily 3 tones, I think. Oop, too much. Sunday's always a bad day. Do not know why. That's life. I was watching a YouTube video today. It was TPM videos. Let's say. Shout out to you guys. I like watching their stuff about Disney. That's because I would like to go back there again at some point. So I always like to try to stay awake of what's going on down there, kind of thing, of what's new, what's old, what's I don't know. I'm weird like that. And I had to laugh though at today's video because the guy, the host, we're talking about new changes coming to Walt Disney World in 2019. We're not going to bring up new Star Wars land. What's the place? Galaxy's Edge or whatever. It's like, because everybody at this point has probably heard about that. But Galaxy Edge will be, and I'm like, so my son was cracking up when I was like, yeah, we're not going to bring this up. And he immediately brings it up. Yeah, we're not going to discuss this. He immediately starts talking about it. Made me laugh. I don't know. Where is everybody? Hi, everybody. It's not because I don't have a face cam, is it? I mean, my face is pretty ugly. I just want to know what I could do to bring more people in. Like I said, I'm going to throw a contest here eventually. Let's hit 50. And like other major milestones, I think I'll probably start doing something. Yeah, even if it's just like I said, if it's I hit 50, like I said, the drawing maybe again, same thing at 100 or I don't know. I'm gonna give it the 50 is a given. I've already said it several times. When I hit 50 followers, giving away a drawing. It's just gonna be a random number generator. Let me let you guys see it here. What was that? Headphones go out. We clicked nothing on there, did we? That's weird. Don't anger. What happened there? Oh, that was fucked up. I don't like that. No, go away. That was fucked up. Weird noises. Weird scenes inside the gold mine. Father, yes, son, I want to kill you. Mother, I want to. I'm not listening to that. It'd be cooler if I was. I just think that my headphones, my PC for a little bit while I was playing Rocket League, and then I was like, oh crap, I don't have enough time to unsync them so I can put them on my phone so I can listen to music. But besides this, it's just here so it's not dead silent when I'm not talking. And unfortunately, like I said, I don't want to run Amazon Music because I did run into a while where I was having some real CPU issues. With the new video capture and everything running off of it together, new mics, everything was fucking with it pretty badly, so I got it working. I mean, my CPU is pretty low now, or the CPU usage is down to like about 30%. It's actually lower than when I first started streaming with my piece of shit cameras. Oh, you know what I didn't do? This is not probably focused very well, because I haven't focused it. Focus. Well, it's on like an autofocus. But the autofocus like fucks everything up. Like 6 feet. It's good. That should be a little better. So I found most cameras do not like to focus on my paintings. I think I've mentioned this a couple times where I'll take a photo at the end of the night, usually to post on my Instagram and Facebook page, whatever. And fucking camera gives me lip because I start trying to take the picture. Maybe if you cleaned your lens, it would be in better focus. Fuck you, asshole! Fucking painting's in focus, just choppy. That's the way I paint. Oh damn, this just made me realize I don't have my Instagram linked up on my actual website. I'm gonna have to do that. Oh fuck. I hate doing that website. I know I should cave and like go into like Wix or something like that and do something simple. But like part of it's almost like a point of pride. Like I did twosocietystudios.com from the ground up on my own. So I kind of don't want to go to something like I always have to kind of remember how to do HTML and stuff like that. And But like, because I can, I kind of want to do it that way anyway. But it means I gotta, like I said, I gotta add the link to my Instagram on there. Coming along nicely here though. It's starting to kick. Once we get this done, get the rest of the church finished up here. I mean, I'll be honest, just because I know how slow I am. I know. I'm trying to think of realistic goals, considering, okay, Monday night is a short night because my son's karate is back in, so it's like I don't get in here till about 9:15 or so tomorrow night. And I only go till about 10:30 in area. Usually go till 10:30 just because I want to make it last a little bit. I'm trying to think of like realistically what I can do this week. And I think what I'll end up doing is I'm going to try to aim to get, obviously to get the church done. And I'd like to get like the opening, like the landing area here finished up and looking nice. And depending how quickly that happens, the grass area, the front area could be a little bit of a tricky spot for me too. I get caught up sometimes in too much of the small stuff. I don't think I'm going to let myself though. I think we're going to deal with much more broader areas. Let it go. Because I think if I do too much detail in the grass, it's going to take away from the detail of the church. I mean, the church's got a lot of shit going on there. You know? There were a couple spots I wanted to like lessen up a little bit. Give them little nudges back towards this like lighter tone. Is this not working? Weird scenes inside the gold mine. I remember being on the high school radio station. Me and my buddy Joe were working an afternoon shift there, it was a Friday afternoon. I think we had a football game that night or something like that. So when you had a Friday afternoon shift, and you had you had the weekend show or whatever. There's a football game. You got to run all the way up to the football game. So it's like the best show to have. You know, when you're on high school radio station, you want to be there all the way to the end. You know, and so we're all excited. We're like, okay, cool. We got this extra long shift going, and we're sitting there talking. We had on the live version of Roadhouse Blues. From the Doors, and it is that live version. So we're like sitting there, you know, blah blah blah. And Joe's like, "Oh, when he starts talking, remind me, I gotta wait to edit something out." And so, okay, you know, he starts talking. Yeah, I am a Sagittarius. Right? And Joe's like, "Oh, hold on." And we're sitting there talking. He puts his hand up on the trigger, like the little switch or whatever. And the only way we could edit back then, you know, we're just a piece of shit radio station. I mean, our board was probably like top of the line in the 60s. You know, so he's up there like waiting on the switch. And he's like, okay, here we go. You know, but I don't believe any of that bullshit. His hand just sat there. He never touched it. And he just went, and we're like, Joe, what'd you do, man? Like, it's like you just let it go. Jesus Christ, I mean, I know the FCC doesn't really pay too much attention to the high school radio station, you know, or whatever, but, like, God forbid someone had been walking by, or, if, like, say, the teacher who was in charge of it had been listening. All right, so they're out. So Joe's sitting there like, all right, I think that's it. I think that's all right. Oh, okay, never mind, that was the one. All right, so I don't think he curses again. And then at one point he talks about the shit house went up in flames, and we're just, both of us, our jaws dropped and our eyes locked on each other. Like you know how like if you have a dog and the dog's taking a shit while you're there, like it'll lock eyes with you, like, you know, basically like it's looking at you like, you're gonna watch for me, right? I can't move right now, so you're gonna keep your shit. You keep an eye out, you know, that type of lock on each other, right? And we're just like, oh my god, and then like we're sitting there, and as soon as that, you know, all that passes, and then the phone rings. And now, again, high school radio station, dude, that phone never fucking rang. Like if you got a request, like if you got one request during the course of an entire week, you'd be shocked. All right, so we're like sitting there, the phone rings, and Joe and I look at each other even more like, you get it, no, you get it, no, you get it, like, you know, kind of that thing, like, you know. So finally we pick up the phone, and thankfully it was like one of our friends, and they're crying, laughing at us, and they're like, "Hey, did you guys miss an edit?" We're like, "Maybe. Who are you?" Like, I was, you know, and it was just like, I just remember being scared shitless of it. It's gonna be Mr. High who was in charge of it or something, and it's just like, "Your asses are out. Get out now." You know, but thankfully we did not. But literally every time I hear that song now, like I have to actually sometimes turn it off because like I can't start laughing wherever I am. And if I hear Roadhouse Blues, even the normal version, even the album version, sometimes I just immediately, the shit house went up in flames. And my wife will look at me like, "What are you talking about?" She's not a big Doors fan, so she's never heard the live version. Or if she has, it's been so long that she doesn't remember where it's from. So yeah, that's fun. Now we're gonna have to tag Joe. Tell him to fucking check this out. There are times I wish, like, especially after I got to know, like, the Preston Steve show, and I got to kind of, because I was able to go in and see the show work however, you know, like, literally every time I wanted to. There are times I wish I had actually pursued radio, like, as a career or something, like, if I'd gone to actual Connecticut School of Broadcasting or something like that. I'm too old to do it now, like Preston will tell you, and those guys will tell you, like, you have to be young enough or rich enough to go a while without any real money. Because you're going to have to travel, you're going to have to intern, you have to do all that shit. And it's like, that sucks. I mean, it'd be fun. Though, admittedly, I don't think I could go through, like, some of those guys are like, yeah, we were at this one station and changed formats, so, you know, one day I'm a rock station, the next day I'm working country. And it's like, yeah, I don't know if I could do that. I'd have to have the damn music. I'm sorry if you like country. I'm not trying to say I think my opinion's wrong. I'm sorry if you like country. That's funny shit right there. Anyway, no, it's just that, you know, like, it's not my thing, and I wouldn't be able to take it. I couldn't take it anymore, actually, like, even like a modern alternative channel. I'd be a little easier there, because there's sometimes where they do play, like, older, quote-unquote, modern rock, which just is funny, because it doesn't make any sense. I guess now they refer to it, what do they call it in our area? The one channel calls it alternative rock, so that's why they get away with calling it, you know, something like Nirvana or, you know, U2 or something like that. They'll call it, you know, it's alternative rock, it's not modern rock. It allows them to circumvent the idea that, you know, half these guys that they play, or at least maybe not half, maybe about a quarter now that they play, are, you know, 20 plus years old. post the picture. I can't put it on Twitter at the same time as I post from Instagram because I want to tag Joe. Just want to be a little mixed. Hey, no, let me ask this. So I would just like to know, I mean, there's only one person here right now. If I kept my mouth shut, do you think it'd attract more people, or should I keep jabbering? I just wanted to try to see if I can grow this place. I really do. I don't even know how important this area right here is because there's going to be, there's just trees right here in front of it. So once we do the trees, a good portion is going to end up covered up entirely. I mean, like this part right there. I guess so I'm not being too concerned about what it actually looks like. Because, like, you know what? We can fart around in a couple spots here. And take something down, bring it back up, actually, make something up there. Let's try this. Too late. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's try just to kind of. It's really tough to see, so it's hard to. There's like this little line of they're just slightly different. You know, it's kind of like hard to pull off properly. Let that get a little extra shade there. Same over here. Get a little more shadiness right in that area. And it's just a happy little fucking whatever. I remember the jungle. Damn, I wish I could remember which comedian that was. That bit was funny as hell. I just talk about that. Yeah, he goes, "You guys see that guy painting on PBS or whatever? Bob Ross." And talk about how calm Bob is all the time when he was on there. And he says, "I just want to see him snap one day." Like one day he was just out there. Yeah, he's painting. And he goes, "Oh, look at this right here. It's a happy little tree. There's a happy little tree. A happy little friend here." And then, give a couple more, and it's like it's a happy little forest, or like a happy little jungle. I remember the jungle. Haha. Okay, and then we'll take a little bit of yellow here and a little bit of, and like some orange, and it's like a whole fucking Agent Orange, and he just starts going crazy. It appealed to my sense of humor. And really, if anything appeals to my sense of humor, you probably should avoid it. It's probably best for everybody. Just sort of let that go. It sings inside the gold mine. Did I make that color? I think I did. Like there's this. Look at the reference photo. There's this greenish, like it's a pale green, right there. I might not have enough mixed up on this actually, but I'm gonna try to see if we can stretch it out a little bit. It goes all through here. Right, and that little shift that occurs right there. I hate being like low on paints, dude. This is what causes it. It's like, not like, it's not that, I shouldn't say I'm low on paints. I'm low on what I really need right now. Like, in certain things, like cobalt, I'm definitely low in. Like I said, that's why I can't, this 1340, if anybody's, from there happens to stumble upon this. I've seen questionable things. I've also seen you guys defending yourself back towards it, so, I don't know. Not in your site though, or contest, because I just can't afford it right now. No, that's the wrong one. Fuck, that's not where it was. It was at the top, sorry. Shit, no, definitely not enough. Let's try to mix them up real quick. much of that. It was up here. Shit, that's supposed to be a lighter blue right down there. And that goes to the base of this part right here, so it should be right here. I left the hole, but I left the hole in the wrong spot. So that she did. I don't know what that means. So we gotta fix our mistake. I gotta remember to shake this shit up. That's really, or cobalt, I mean, sorry. Because the cobalt will give it a richer blue color. We just have to make sure we actually mix it in, because otherwise it'll go right into the wall there. Yeah, probably make sure we get a little, just make it a little broader, you know, as far as. Not bad. I can't complain about that. Alright, let me see here. Some of this became a royal mess. So we need to kind of try to straighten this area out up here a little bit. Try to at least get the implication of the archway over the now mind you, it's going to be a lot easier if I actually bother to put some of this stuff in. I'll put a little bit of that blue. Blue, ba-da-dee-da. Chicks ticket. And then on the outer edge here, it's actually just a touch of the light. So we're gonna just add some of that light yellow we made out. I need a little more fluidity. streamlined here. I was chuckling last night. We were at Target, and as we're checking out, and I had a Flyer shirt on. And one guy says, "Yeah, Flyer. I've seen a lot of Flyer stuff recently." I'm like, "Yeah, well, season's almost here, you know, kind of thing." Mr. Talking goes, "Yeah, it's like that gritty thing, man. That's still creepy." And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "But you know what?" I'm like, "It's funny to watch Flyers fans react to it now because the first day the thing came out, everyone's like, you know, what the fuck is that thing? Jesus fucking Christ, you know, blah blah." And then, like, once the national broadcasts, you know, and media caught on about, like, what the hell is that thing? Everybody was like, you know, all the Flyers fans were like, "You leave him alone! Gritty's a national treasure!" It's like, wow, we do shift suddenly, don't we? He may be a disgusting, creepy maniac, but he's our disgusting, creepy maniac. I had to crack up the other day. I saw somebody post something. I guess he was over at the Phillies game dancing, and somebody said, "Gritty dances with his crackhead cousin," so implying that the fanatic is the crazier, you know, wackier one now at this point. Which is funny because, like, a few days earlier, people were saying that Gritty was the Fanatic's crackhead cousin from Delco. And if you're from this area, either grew up in Delco or you know about Delco, that's funny as hell. Hell, there's down in Tennessee, apparently, some friends of mine were down there, and they posted a photo, and it made its way onto Meanwhile in Delco's Facebook page, where the a bar said, you know, Eagles fans welcome minors and Eagles fans from Delco must be accompanied by an adult. I thought that was fucking hilarious too. See, we here in Delco have been telling people we're from Philly for hundreds of years now. I remember the first time I actually paid attention to my dad telling that we were from Philly. It sounds weird to think about, but, like, I remember where it was. It was actually down Disney, going back to what I was talking about earlier. We were in Hollywood Studios. It was right after Hollywood Studios had opened up. I think we were waiting for the tour of the animation studio. And they had a guy come by, and he was supposed to be a director, and he's casting for a new movie, and he was... and my father going to a couch. No, I'm just... It's terrible. Anyway, no, he's asking he asked my dad where he's from, and my dad says from Philadelphia. And I was like, huh? Dad, we're not from Philadelphia. That's when I explained to it. You know, it's just easier. Nobody fucking knows where the hell we're from. And excite, and everyone was like, where? And you had to say, oh, it's 2 miles outside of Philadelphia. Oh, okay. So it's just easier. But, anywho, crack me up. The guy was making a movie about spontaneous human combustion in Florida. Like I said, it was a good, cast member or whatever. It actually cracks me up because now that I'm older and I've inherited my father's wonderful "don't fuck with me" face, it makes me laugh how often people seem to ignore that entirely, or they seem to want to, like, oh look, he's got a face that says, "Don't fuck with me." Let me go fuck with him. And look, I think I've added way too many shades on here, but you know what? I don't really care. If I leave it too blasé, like, it's just not going to work. Then we're going to give it a little extra gap on each one of those, just to make it pop out a little bit more. Yeah. Each one pops out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Take some of that ultramarine. Go for the really dark with the ultramarine, I think. Might be a little bit of just a touch. Let's see. So let's see from there. There we go. That's much better. Gives you that little extra oomph to get past there, and then that can go into here. But I do want to highlight right here. Oop, went over the wrong spot. Okay, that's all right. We're good. We're good. I'm fine. How are you? There's a lot of like little shit that needs to be done here. It's pretty much irritating the shit out of me. Light red, that's good for the doors. Shouldn't need anything on that. That should be all good. Doors are gonna have. See, like this door is going to be like almost entirely covered up, so I know it's worth to do too much in here. I think one of these times I'm going to have to record like an actual like a lesson or something on Vincent's work. I was watching another YouTube video today, and it's probably annoying the shit out of my son because I'm watching it, and as the guy's talking a little bit, he'd start listing facts of Vincent's life, and it's like, no, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. Like I'm just sitting there like, nope, no, he did, you know, like the guy pulled the one that always, I guess it bothers me. People don't know it or whatever. I mean, because I know it fits into the, you know, terribly tragic life story idea better, but like it just bugs the shit out of me that everyone's like, he's never sold one painting. No, he did sell a painting. He did. Yes, it wasn't for much, but he did sell one. It was for 400 francs, which I guess adjusted for inflation. I forget what it boils down to. or maybe it was 50 francs and it adjusted it because 400 francs or something like that. I forget. I think that sounds right. That sounds right. But it's just like, it bugs the hell out of me. It's like, no, he did. Like, come on, just. So I guess it feels like everybody wants to deny that he had any accomplishments while alive, and that's, I guess, why it bothers me. It's like, he did do shit when he was still living. He was, like, oh, well, he was considered a failure in his life. It's like, that too is a little fuzzy in what you deem. Yes, if you're going by the success of, quote-unquote, success that, obviously, well, you sell, you make lots of money with. Well, yeah, but he was well known through the communities he was part of. Like he was known and pretty well liked. I mean, and it's another one they always like to pull out. Like, oh, he was, extremely difficult, and it's like, yeah, but there were still people like them assholes. Like. I'll give you all the misunderstood stuff. I'll give you all, like, there's I guess it just starts to bother me that it's like, oh, come on, guys, these are old, Some of this was literally just there to, like, the stories came out to help sell, in a sense, like, like, I don't know. Like, they were brought up, later on to, like, oh, well, look, he died tragically. Never sold a crate. No, he did. There's no reason to deny him that. Maybe it's me. Well, then again, I guess, where's the Red Vineyard at? See, like, this is where that pop-up exhibit, I don't know if, I've mentioned it here before, but who's here, who's not been here before, whatever. There's a pop-up exhibit of Van Gogh at the King of Prussia Mall here in Pennsylvania. And, in it, it's just 3D replicas of a few paintings. But I think one that would be helpful if they could have gotten it then, just to, shed some of the myths, I guess, or whatever. Like, get rid of some of those old concepts and start teaching people a little more. Get the Red Vineyards. Get a copy of it. Throw it up there. Look, as I said, that exhibit's almost all but worthless for me. Actually, I gotta go find out when the thing closes, because I want to go one more time. I think it closes soon, too. I want to get my prints, man. I need prints. Prints that I had that I've lost years ago. I would like them back. That place is the best place to get them right now. Anyway. But, like, that would make a good educational point, like, to be like, okay, I mean, yeah, if someone asked, they could, obviously, people that could tell them, but to have it there already, kind of right there in the open, like, literally, like, because, like, when we went the weekend it first opened, the one dude from the the Van Gogh Museum came up and started talking to us. And my wife was trying politely, I guess, to tell him, like, we really don't need you over here because my husband knows more about him probably than you do. We were talking a little bit, and he was doing his best to try to start a conversation with us, and we talked a little bit, but I think he was looking for a much more I'm going to teach you conversation, and I'm not the person to do that to, because they're not going to find much for me. All they'll find for me is stuff that, because of my crack, that I when I had my breakdown, stuff that I've lost, they'd be able to, like, it'd be more like a, oh yeah, kind of thing. I forgot about that. That's about as best they'll get from me. Anyhow, the thing is, if they had, like I said, that, well, like I said, we were talking. As soon as he came over, he started talking about one thing, and then he points over to a field under cloudy skies, or under thunderous clouds, or something like that. And he starts talking again. And he's like, the thing I like about this, and me and him had a pretty good conversation back and forth, but again, for somebody that doesn't know Vincent as well as I do, like I said, it'd be a nice thing to have to point to, like, oh, and this painting over here is the one he sold during his lifetime, just to start getting rid of that old concept that he never sold anything. I feel like it's just something that's stuck around, and people just don't. There's certain groups of people that just don't want to get rid of it because it ruins the. He was a complete failure as an artist. No. Again, first off, we as artists measure success differently. I think I've mentioned on here before. If not, I will certainly say it now. I almost am terrified if I ever became super popular and selling heavily. I would be mortified by it, because in my head I've long since held this concept that I would like to sell a few. I'd like to get a little bit of awareness or whatever, but I expect to not sell a lot of, I don't know, it's like I expect to be more successthe after I'm dead. I guess it's kind of a terrible, tragic way to think about it, but it's just the normal, it's always the way I've thought about it. That's the artist's lot. We don't do things for while we're alive. We do things in a way sort of just to chase off death. I don't have a belief in any real, I should say in any real, 'cause I don't have a belief in any religious afterlife. So my afterlife is these, through these I have a shot. And that's all, unfortunately for them, going to be up to the work of my children, who, by the way, are going to bed, and I need to go up there real quick. So, be back. I'm doing about another hour or so. I'll leave the music on for you guys. Everyone's like, ugh, turn it off. No. Get a little graham cracker, sorry. I'm getting hungry. I figured something out. These lines here, that's complete waste. So I did there, I fucked up majorly. This is a door. Like right here. It's the back of the door right there. Same right here. Oop, that went too high. That's alright, we'll fix it up. We'll fix it up. We'll get them all pretty like it. Lincoln, I've been thinking. What the hell have you been drinking? Is it water or is it wine? My God, it's turpentine. People in my school, the University of Arts, did not like me chanting that one. I think they were legitimately concerned that I would actually drink turpentine. Those are some pretty stale graham crackers, but for some reason I actually like the taste of stale graham crackers. Is that weird? Like, they don't really lose their graham flavoring. Honey doesn't go bad. It's just kind of soft and squishy. So it's kind of like if you dipped your graham crackers in like milk or something for a little while, and then that's probably weird, right? Whatever. Ugh. Damn it, it was getting nice too. Now I'm getting hot again here. Like, this place is... This weather, man, sucks balls. Like, just make up your goddamn mind. I'm sitting on my fucking headphones, aren't I? I haven't farted yet. Because I don't go to bed with paint on my leg. So see, that would be a problem because my wife just changed our sheets to our Halloween sheets. Actually, it's kind of... I was thinking about it today. Like, I was actually going to send out a picture from in my bathroom. Just because I wanted to show people that, like, my house takes Halloween quite seriously. I mentioned on here before how often, you know, we're the house that scares the hell out of kids and stuff. And all that good stuff. And we're well liked for it, I think. Like I said, I have a this beautiful gargoyle tombstone that I generally feel pretty comfortable with leaving it out front, even like this far away from Halloween. Primarily because, like, I kind of think the kids in this area, like, they all kind of dig our setup, and so I don't think they're going to screw with it much. You know, like, I always feel like we're like that house that, like, okay, you guys get a pass if we're going to be vandalizing shit because, you know, when I was 10, you guys scared me and made me laugh. Because everybody that's come to my house on Halloween, they all have a good time. You know? Like, even, like, you know, and the kids I really scare the hell out of, like, I don't know. They all seem to at least run away laughing. I mean, that's all you can really hope for, right? They at least crack you up. Yeah, they feel relieved enough after the end of the night, after the terror. It's just kind of like, okay, we had a good time. Yeah. I mean, bear in mind, maybe my house is like the next on the target list because, you know, I scared the shit out of some kid when he was 10 years old and he wants revenge or something. I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like when I was a kid, like, the house that was scariest was the one that was just like, you let them go, man, if you were going to screw around with something. They were the off-limits place, you know? I don't know. It's like the house that gave out the best candy bars, you know? Like, you don't touch them. I don't care what type of vandalistic asshole you are, you know? You don't touch the house that gave out the best candy bars. And do we give out the best candy bars? Nah, probably not. But, you know, we don't give out the worst. And we certainly make you have a good time before you leave. There's nothing better than I love to hear than as kids are coming up to the house. They start creeping up and they're, oh, this is one of the good houses. You know? Or better yet, my favorite's when I actually hear the word, this is the good house. It's like, yes, I'm the good house. Yes, everyone. I'll be honest, that was a huge selling point when we moved back. Like, you know, we had lived in Malvern for a while. We moved back, back down here when my son was born because we just couldn't afford to keep in our place where we were. So we moved with my parents for a little while. And then we were saving up to try to buy a house. Actually, we were trying to pay off bills, and then we found out my daughter was on the way. So we were like, okay, well, we don't have any more time to save up. We gotta go. So we were able to, you know, through some creative financing, get out of there and get a house. The thing about this neighborhood, especially, because this is where we were like, well, this is the only place we can really afford in this area. And we had kicked around the idea of potentially trying to go back out to Chester County, but we were like, you know what? we had already moved Alexis. Oh, fuck. We'd already moved my older daughter. From this area, from, you know, out to Chester County, back to this area. And I was like, I don't want to change her schools again. I just don't want her to have to adjust again. Like, it's not fair to her. So we said, all right, well, if we're going to move anywhere, it will be back into the Malvern School District, or it'll be here in Ridley. And we're like, all right, well, Malvern itself is just too expensive. So we said, all right, we're going to move into Leadham. And we got in there, and the big selling point anyway to me was the fact that, look, this neighborhood loves Halloween. Loves Halloween. And, you know, it's just like, I mean, our street is one of the good streets. It's just tons of kids. There's just so much good stuff going on. And so, for me, it's like, when I was a kid, there was a house. You'd have to go like a block over. There's a street that'll intersect, and you could, like, if you followed down that way a little bit, and not very far down that way, there was a house down there that used to be like the best haunted house in the area. Like, you had to go through their house to get to the candy, which nowadays, like, you never see anything like that at all, and, you know, like, no parent would allow it, and I get that. That's fine. But, like, back then, that was, like, normal. And they had the best setup, and I remember being scared shitless of this house. Every goddamn year, they scared the hell out of me. And they didn't change too much every year, but, you know, still, it was a scary fucking house. But I loved it. Loved it every time. And, so this neighborhood's this one where you gotta come with your A game, man. Always was. Like, if you decorate a little, you gotta decorate a lot, kind of thing. If you just want to, like, okay, I'm just gonna hand out candy, I'm not gonna, like, go nuts for this shit, like, then you can do that. That's fine. Like, that's totally normal. A lot of people do it. But a lot of people, it's like, you gotta come with your A game, man. I still want to team up with my neighbors across the street. I just don't know how we could do it. Like, I want to have one of those, like, you ever see the big, like, $250, like, just things that stretch like this across the, you know, like Spirit Halloween or whoever your Halloween dealer is. Yeah, but they're just these big, like, you know, you're supposed to, like, hang them up off a tree or something. Right, they're monstrous. And I'd love to put one on, like, a pulley system and have it go from, like, the top of my roof across this street. I just don't know how to pull it off on a logistical standpoint. Like, have it swoop over the street. Primarily because, like, what happens a lot for us is the kids will run from their house over to mine or vice versa. Okay? So, and me and my neighbor across the street, we like to play on this. It works really well for me when it happens that they leave my house and go over to hers. Primarily because the setup of her house is such that, like, it's a twin just like ours. But they have, like, them and their neighbors that share the wall. They have their, like, fences, or their, they have a wall built up in the front yard. And they share a side, you know, a stairwell up, and then it would split out to the two houses. So once the kids go up there, if I wait at the bottom of the steps, they are trapped, because they also have their front yards fenced in, both sides. So there's nowhere for them to go. They can't move, you know. So what happens is they run away from me. They end up across the street. They get scared the hell out of them. By them, they start trying to get out of it from there, and there I am, waiting. Happy as can be. And they scream so loud sometimes. It's just wonderful. I still think the funniest was my daughter's friend. My oldest daughter had a friend, and she was someone she met, I think, through cheerleading, if I'm not mistaken. And you know, she had seen her, and oh hi, whatever your name was, I don't remember. Unfortunately, sorry if I meant to offend. Don't know who you were. You know, she's like, hi, so and so, whatever, you know. Oh my God, Alexa! Yeah, I'll try not to say that too loud. Oh my God, Alexa, I know you. Like, but this is much louder. And so they and as I'm sitting there talking, I as they were talking, I creeped up next to them to scare them, and then my daughter says, "Daddy, this is so and so," and the girl jumps back and sees me. I think was I the Gravedigger or the Pirate that year? Might have been the Pirate. I think it was the Pirate, because I think I chased him with the sword. Yes, I have a real sword. Or I did. It's broken now. But anyway. I was like, oh, you know her? I was like, oh, that's no fun. And I realized she's still creeped out. And she starts, like, backing away slowly. And I'm like, wait, are you scared? And I wasn't in character anymore, you know, like, normally if I'm a pirate, I got the voice and I scream like this all the time at you, you know, oh, you filthy bilge rats. And, like, I'm like, okay, you know. But she starts creeping back, and I'm like, wait, are you legitimately scared of me? And then, like, so now I'm on. And I'm like, why you be scared? And, you know. And I chased them down the street. The one of them, until she jumped into somebody's car. Like, I mean, like, somebody she knew, I think. I hope. I didn't hear any missing children that night. So I think I'm okay. No, I know, actually, it was actually one of Allie's former boyfriends, actually, was in the car. And if I'd known that when I've chased them, it would have been another story. I'd have had some fun. Because I believe that was the kid that was, like, sneaking around my neighborhood in the back area here trying to get Alexis to... Oh. Shit. Trying to get her to sneak out the back. Throwing, like, you know, strange hours of the night. That made me an unhappy camper. Wow, that's all solid. Ooh. Hey. A little bit. Let's see if we get a little bit out there. Just trying to stretch anything I can to... I mean, this is just more cerulean over here that, you know, like we got over there, we got over here, we got over, you know, whatever. Just trying to make it, like I said, I want something to stretch. There should be like another, like, it's just like a extra bit of lip here, like, you know what I mean, like there's another. Oh, by the way, I have to mention that I've said my wife and I have been watching Iron Fist now for we're almost finished now at this point. I think we have like 2 more episodes, and maybe 3. But I'm kind of excited with what they've sort of hinted at. I think that I saw somewhere that that's what happened, so I'm actually kind of excited for it. It's like a nice little turnabout on what may go through. I don't want to spoil anything, but for anybody. But I like it. If they do it, it's ballsy of them to take such a deviant path from the comics. It's like, damn, all I wanted was like a little bit of the Sister of the Dragon. Or Sister of the Dragon, is that what it is? I think it was. Like, I'd have been completely happy with just a little bit of that. But like I said, originally I thought it would have been a good one, though the way they ended Luke Cage would not work now. But if they had ended Luke Cage differently, I think it would have been a really nice setup. And I mean, I don't know what the salaries are for the 2 guys, that play Iron Fist and play Luke Cage. But, like, if they did, like, I would have scrapped both shows, in a sense. Like, you get rid of Luke Cage, you get rid of Iron Fist, because Iron Fist has been having some trouble, every year. Scrap them both. Daughters of the Dragon, that's what it's sisters in there. Whatever. Daughters of the Dragon. So you make 2 new shows though. Daughters of the Dragon and Heroes for Hire. And boom. I think you'd solve your problems. Because like the one episode of Luke Cage where Danny was on was a much better episode. Like, or at least I should say, Danny was much better in it. He seemed to, like, they seemed to understand how to write him and make him not just, I don't know, just make him actually interesting and effective, I guess. As a character, as a friend for Luke. I don't know, they did a good job. So shout out to the writers of Luke Cage for that. And I feel like that's where the writers and the show heads or whatever are lost with Iron Fist. But that being said, like I said, if I'm aware of what I'm aware of, and if that's what they're doing, then the way they end this makes it also impossible to do those 2 shows. It's just a pity. It's just something I would have liked to have seen. I think we could have done really good, And like I said, you get Misty and Colleen have a great rapport. I just adore the actress that plays Misty Stone. She's just got such great attitude when she's on camera. Like, she's got this great, like, when she gives that one look, like, now you know. And it's just, I don't know. It's great sass. I love it. She's one of the better characters. Across both shows. And Colleen is the chick that from she was in Game of Thrones too, right? She was in Game of Thrones. She was one of the what the hell do they call them? Scorpions or whatever. She's got the best fighting in the damn. Which is a sad thing to say, but so it should be Danny, but they kind of rushed the show into existence for so they could get the defenders out, and so they left them little time to train him. I mean, the fight scenes with them of this season are better, but they're still not as good as Colleen's. That doesn't look too bad. It's starting to look like a church here. Look at that. Getting there. Doesn't look completely like crap, right? If we can grind this up a little bit. This would actually make a very good color for the base of the window there. Okay, grind it up a little bit, but not too much. That's going to be a pain in the balls to deal with. That'll be fun, I think. It'll be fun. Make it extend out a little bit better. You know, like the thing is too, we need this to get in here. I actually need a little bit of a paler color in there too. Mix that in there too. There we go. Like I said, that's just the way I would have done it, but I'm not the showrunner, and I'm some putz who streams on Twitch with no viewers. So, what do you want from me? Yeah, I've been touting this freaking giveaway for drawing for a while now, and I can't even get people interested in a free fucking drawing. That dry overnight, I think. I want that to cool down a little so I can put in the... I might have to go 2 nights even, to be honest with you. Just a hint at something different there, so just a touch. Wheat seeds inside the gold mine. All right. Look at that. again, give it a different tint. Look at that. Not enough to, like, I don't want to change the color too dramatically, just enough to, again, give it a little diviner. Seems right in these little things here, these. Mostly just so I could see them, like. So we got them on both sides, and we didn't really touch them yet. That color also looks like that color looks like this one here. It's a good base for it, at least that's for sure. Gives it a little separation from this stairwell, like whatever this little tiered platform is up there, 'cause it's not really a stairwell. I mean, no way getting up there, right? Starting to come together a little bit. As I said, we're going to have some issues that we'll have to play with. I'm going to have to scrap the palette soon because it's all dried up on me for the most part. And we're going to start stretching into the steeples in the roof. It seems inside the gold mine. That's like in my head all day today. I don't know why. Then, it's still wet. Yeah, it's still wet in there. I'll take this. A little depth to that. Dissolve green. It's still not great region. Let's try a little bit of white from there. I think we're gonna go to 10 o'clock. Nobody's here, and that bums me out. I don't know what else to do. What am I gonna do? I mean, I gotta try to expand this place. I don't know how else to do it without either going full stupid sellout and I've been steady with my schedule, like they always say. Be scheduled, steady, put out good stuff all the time. I mean, look, the paintings are always going to be so good, I guess. Maybe that's the problem. I try to be cool with, you know, hey, you follow me, I'll follow you. I will follow you. What did you pay for you, Mega? Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Gotta find growth here. See, the only plus is that it at least keeps me on a schedule. So even if I don't get anybody, at least I'm always here where I need to be. hillside gold mine. Again. A few bricks. Nice bit of that cobalt we got. I don't really want to start anywhere else right now, because if I start, like, say, trying to do the if I'm trying to do like the steeples and stuff, then I mean I'm gonna have to mix something and it's gonna dry on me overnight, I'm sure of it, so that when I come in here tomorrow I'll be pissed off with all hell. I don't want to do that. So what I think is going to happen is I'm going to call it tonight. It should be like more yellowy. I'm not hitting it at all. I'm hitting the wrong colors. Let's try I'm going to call it for tonight. Come back in tomorrow. And see what we can come up with. I think I'm going to try, since tomorrow's a short night again. Trying to think of a realistic expectation for tomorrow. Tomorrow won't start till 9 o'clock. Or 9:15 probably more likely by the time I get my son home and from karate and get him upstairs in bed and get myself out here and changed and do my audio tests. I'll try to get them done beforehand, but I don't guarantee that at all. So it'll be about 9:15 tomorrow. Try to hit the, I want to say if I can get the roof back here done. I think that's realistic. You know, as much work as I put in and rework and shit, all that. If I do all that, I think I can hit that. Don't worry about the steeples for now. Plus, we got to build up them anyway. And then, if there's time tomorrow, maybe just doing like a line up here just to strengthen that right up here. But right now, we'll just get that roof done. Let's see if we can do that. So I got to scrap some of these pallets because they're full up on me and drying out fast. So, and let's see. Damn, this would be so much easier if I just didn't have to go to work tomorrow. If I could just plow for 8 hours a day. It'd be nice. Ah, dare to dream, but oh, thank you, sir. You about to go live? Or you been live? What's going on? I don't get any announcements anymore. I used to get notifications all the time. And even when I turn Twitch on again, it still doesn't give me notifications. Like, I don't know when the last time you were on was. Yeah, the clouds came out nice. I'm digging these. They have the very, as Dad would put it, like, birthday cake texture. Like the icing texture. You see it, like... Yeah, I won't lie, this is basically a shameless self-promotion piece. I'm going to donate it to the Villanova Church or whatever for them to see, texture it, whatever. So. Oh, cool. I finally caved. I mean, I bought like an actual, like, I don't even know what the hell they refer to these as, but like an actual, like, little power amp for the mic. It's done wonders. I think it sounds much better. It's a Behringer UM2. Not bad. It was like $20, 25 bucks, something like that. At least when I found it. So that worked pretty nice. Alright, man. Well, I'm like kaput, so I'm closing out for tonight. Like I said, I'm going to try to get this tomorrow when I head in. So yeah, well, and also the nice thing is, I mean, you can sort of see the tail of it, like right here. But I got the boom, so I don't have to touch it ever again. If I stand up, though it is falling down a little bit, I gotta move it up a little bit. But if I stand up, all I gotta do is remember to turn down the gain on the mic power, and so this way I'm not like boom in everyone's face. So how's the like Zen music coming across? Is it too much? I don't know. I'm just trying to make sure there's not like dead silence. You know, when I get caught in something, I'm stuck and thinking. It's like trying to make sure it's not, like I said, just like I can't. I mean, I got flagged last time. I had the Amazon had a supposed to be public domain jazz, and I thought it was pretty good. And I actually enjoyed a lot of the stuff that was on there. I was like, all right, it's pretty cool. And though it says public domain, when it went on YouTube, it was like ping, 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 and cut off like, yeah. It was like, you've got 260 violations of copyright infringement. I'm like, oh, cool. Nice. And meanwhile, Twitch only picked up one. They cut out 6 minutes of audio for, I think it was Aretha Franklin. Might have had something on there. No, that wasn't Aretha. Who was it? Hold on. It was Ella Fitzgerald. That's who it was. I'll give it a shot. That's just a pain in the ass. I keep finding stuff and it's like, it's either constant, like either like drum and bass stuff, just all that, like, stuff that it's like, okay, it's hard for me to, either I love what I hear or like the next thing that comes on is I hate, and it's like, it's such a pain in the ass. So I'll give it a shot. Doing anything I can to give it a little more pop here. So okay. Yeah, I thought about challenging for the 6 minutes, but I was like, you know what, 6 minutes for Twitch. For YouTube, I'm not touching it. I challenged one though because they had they tried to peg me on Mahler's Second Symphony, and I was like, and literally the person that claims the copyright literally has in the claim that it's public domain. I'm like, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Like, public domain literally means you don't get to claim it, asshole. So I was like, yeah, I'm fighting that one. That was YouTube. That Twitch never touched that one. So it was just when I exported it to there or whatever. So alright. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for tonight. Alright, mate. Well, like I said, I'm going to bed. Well, actually, I got to take like a half hour to down before bed anymore. But, yeah, going to shut it down. So, alright. Have a good night, man.